another one of the governor's vetoes lawmakers reversed could have a significant impact on elections in Burlington. People living in the city who are not U.S. citizens but are here legally will now be allowed to vote in local elections. ABC 22's Matt Holderman spoke with some of the lawmakers who made that override possible, and he joins us now live in the newsroom with their thoughts. Matt?
Yeah, Lauren, that's right. Well, I can tell you that this non-citizen voting charter change was on the ballot in Burlington this past town meeting day, and it was approved then with about 68% of people voting yes. Now, while Governor Scott did veto the change, Democratic state lawmakers told me they knew all along that they'd have enough support to override his veto, and they're happy that they did.
All resident voting in Burlington had the enormous support of voters.
The capital city, the Onion City, and now the Queen City. Thanks to a veto override by state lawmakers, Burlington is now the third city in Vermont where all resident voting is the status quo, meaning people who are here legally but have not yet obtained U.S. citizenship will now be able to partake in local elections and have a say in what goes on.
We have passed very similar bills already, similar charters twice.
The change first appeared on Burlington town meeting day ballots back in 2015 when voters turned it down. But when it reappeared this year, it was approved by more than 2/3 of all voters. Governor Phil Scott vetoed the change, but House lawmakers voted 111-36 to override his veto on Tuesday, with the Senate following suit 21-9. In the House, every single Democrat and progressive voted in favor of the override, with some pointing to the fact that judges dismissed lawsuits against the change when it was happening in Winooski and Montpelier a couple years ago.
There was also a Supreme Court case on this very matter that did rule that towns have this authority through charter change to allow non-citizens to vote on local issues.
Looking at the Montpelier charter and the Winooski charter, which the governor also vetoed, we have even a higher margin of folks who supported this biennium.
Representative Kate Logan from Burlington was among those who voted for the override and says people living right next door to her will be impacted by this change.
I have neighbors who are refugee. Their children were born in the United States. They attend Burlington School District. They're impacted in every possible way by the decisions that we make in our community and certainly have a right to vote.
And it's also worth noting that non-U.S. citizens make up roughly 5% of Burlington's population. That's according to U.S. Census Bureau data. Now, that's roughly 2,000 additional people all told who can now vote in local elections. And Representative Logan says that with Burlington usually having low voter turnout, the potential is there for these new voters to make a major impact on our elections. Live in the newsroom tonight, Matt Holderman, ABC 22 News.